Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
It is often said that all household chores should be shared equally between family members. Do you agree or disagree with this notion? Provide your reasons.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
I absolutely agree that household chores should be equally shared between family members. Not only does this divide the workload, but it also allows everyone to develop a sense of responsibility and skills necessary for independent living. For instance, children who take part in cleaning, cooking, and doing laundry are likely to become more competent and self-reliant as adults. In addition, sharing domestic duties creates a more balanced family dynamic, as no one individual is burdened unnecessarily. So altogether, I stand with the notion of equal sharing of household chores.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Did you read that letter in the paper?
Sure. And though she's right about the problems, I don't think what she proposes will do much good.
Really?
Yeah. Take her first suggestion. I mean, have you seen the health center?
Of course. Why?
Well, it's tiny, right? The center suffers from lack of space. So, unless they build more treatment rooms or offices or something.
Oh, I see.
And also, her second suggestion?
Seems like that'll help things out.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, think about it. A lot of students aren't even here on the weekends.
That's true.
They leave town and get away. There's not a lot of people here.
Yeah, like me. I go home probably at least twice a month.
Right. And a lot of us leave campus for the weekend even more often than that. So there's just not a lot of demand for treatment then. See what I mean?
The man expresses his opinion about the student's suggestions that are made in the letter. State the man's opinion and explain the reasons he gives for holding that opinion.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The man does not agree with the suggestions made in the letter. He thinks that hiring more doctors will not solve the problem because the health center does not have enough space to accommodate them. He mentions that the center suffers from a lack of space, and unless they build more treatment rooms or offices, hiring more doctors will not make much of a difference. Additionally, he disagrees with the suggestion of opening the health center on weekends because many students are not on campus during those times. He points out that a lot of students leave town and go home on weekends, so there is not a high demand for treatment during those days. The man believes that the suggestions made in the letter will not effectively address the problems at the health center.
Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
Animal behavior and communication represent a captivating interplay of evolutionary adaptations and environmental pressures. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, has developed distinct ways of interacting with its surroundings and fellow beings, with the primary goals being survival and reproduction. One exemplary instance can be seen in the African honeybee. These bees perform a waggle dance to communicate the location of food sources to their hive mates. Through a combination of specific dance movements and the angle relative to the sun, a bee can convey both the direction and distance of a nectar source. This seemingly simple dance is a complex communication tool, ensuring the colony's survival. Similarly, in the vast oceans, humpback whales utilize hauntingly beautiful songs that can travel immense distances underwater. These songs, often lasting for hours, serve multiple purposes. Males might use them to establish territory, attract females, or even share information about food sources. The intricate patterns and sequences in these songs can change annually, highlighting a dynamic and evolving form of communication.
How do different species of animals develop and utilize unique methods of communication and behavior? Use points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
Different species of animals develop and utilize unique methods of communication and behavior through evolutionary adaptations tailored to their specific environments and social structures. As illustrated in the lecture, African honeybees perform a dance to share precise information about food source locations, demonstrating a complex non-vocal form of communication that's crucial for their colony. Similar humpback whales employ extensive and intricate songs that serve many purposes, including territory establishment, male attraction, and information sharing about resources. This demonstrates vocal communication method adapted to the vastness of their aquatic habitats. These examples underscore the diversity and complexity of animal communication.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Coral reefs, the underwater cities of biodiversity, support 25% of all marine species, even though they occupy less than 1% of the ocean's floor. They provide us with essential services, ranging from food and tourism to coastal protection and medicines. Yet these incredible ecosystems are at risk. Over the past few decades, the combined threats of climate change, overfishing, pollution, and sustainable coastal development have taken a toll on coral reefs. Rising ocean temperatures and acidification lead to coral bleaching events, during which corals expel the symbiotic algae living within them, causing the corals to turn white and become vulnerable. If these conditions persist, the corals die, impacting the myriad species that rely on them for survival. Australia's Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system globally, has faced consecutive bleaching events due to climate change. To counter this, scientists and conservationists are experimenting with coral IVF. They collect coral eggs and sperm during annual spawning events, then grow larvae in specially designed enclosures. Once matured, these larvae are introduced to degraded reef patches, aiming to accelerate natural recovery processes. Spanning the coast of Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, and Mesoamerican Reef is the second largest barrier reef in the world. This initiative aims to empower local leaders to design and implement projects that contribute to the reef's health. By promoting sustainable fishing practices, establishing marine protected areas, and enhancing ecotourism, this program strengthens both the reef's resilience and the local economy.
Describe the ways in which the conservation efforts are protecting the coral reefs. Use points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
Conservation efforts are actively addressing the myriad of threats faced by coral reefs through innovative and community-driven approaches. The Great Barrier Reef Restoration Project exemplifies this by employing coral IVF, a technique where coral larvae are cultivated in controlled environments and then reintroduced to degraded reef areas, aiming to hasten natural recovery. On the other hand, the Mesoamerican Reef Leadership Program emphasizes local empowerment, encouraging sustainable fishing, fostering marine protected areas, and boosting ecotourism. Both initiatives not only work towards restoring and preserving coral reef health, but also bolstering the resilience of these ecosystems against the effects of coral reef damage. The Great Barrier Reef Restoration Project exemplifies this by employing coral reef